As a public defender, Judge Karen fought for her clients' rights. She was elected to the bench because she believes in doing the right thing.
I'm very passionate about helping people, period. Y'all two grown people need to get your own house.
Right.
You had 7 years that told him that. When we fight, who's gonna win?
You are.
I don't answer questions, I ask them.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand.
Objective, independent justice.
I'm ready to rule. If you keep walking, you can overcome whatever circumstances you're facing.
This is Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Cliff Erickson is suing Javal Funderburk in the amount of $960. Mr. Erickson claims he bought tickets to a lavish yacht party from the defendant and says he wants a refund because the yacht didn't sail and there wasn't enough food or drinks.
Mr. Erickson, you're suing Mr. Funderburk for $960 for fraud.
Correct.
Is
Your
that
Honor.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
And my understanding is what, you're a promoter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so what does a promoter do?
I do events, lavish events.
Lavish, like
Very
what?
lavish.
Tell me about the lavish events.
These events at times would be like huge events of
Huge.
being on the yacht.
Tell me about them, though. I hear the words, but describe them to
There's
me.
music, food,
Yeah.
dancing,
Like, but what? When? Where?
jazz on the boats,
On boats?
where we can
Ships?
do it. Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Airplanes?
Wherever.
Trains? You've done it all?
Yes, Your Honor.
How old are you?
Well, me, I look young, but I am 40.
You're 40 years old. And so you put these lavish events, and how long have you been putting on these lavish events?
For a long time, Your Honor. About 20 years.
What's the name of you have a company?
Yes, right here, if I can share it with you.
What's the name of your company? You've been doing it for 20 years. You have to show me.
Lavish Memories.
Oh, Lavish Memories.
Yes.
Okay. And what is it you now want to show me?
Well, I wanted to show you the flower promotion.
Let me see the promotion.
Welcome to today's Supreme Justice with Judge Karen, where courtroom drama reaches new heights. A lawsuit is brewing between Cliff Erickson and Javal Funderburk, with the stakes high as Erickson demands a whopping $960 in damages. But why? Was this just an ordinary event gone wrong? Or is there something much deeper at play? Stick with us as we dive into the explosive details and unravel the truth behind this lavish yacht party turned nightmare.
You were promoting another event.
Yes, this is the event that we're speaking about right now, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the event that didn't happen.
So this is an event that didn't happen here.
No, it did not
Oh,
happen.
wow. It looks so pretty, too. Lavish, extravagant.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Lavish memories, yacht cruises, climb aboard our ship, beautiful sunset. Oh, my God, what a gorgeous yacht. Where is this yacht docked?
Marina Del Rey.
And so it was decadent catered menu with sushi. Oh my goodness, a Cuban band, live music, an open bar, champagne toast, stunning views. Okay. So how do you promote these events? How did you hear about the event?
Well, Mr. Funderburk is his name, promoted this on Instagram.
Right.
And
I mean, he was giving it all the hype.
It was rolling.
It was
through
inclusive. So I'm a
Right.
day trader. all
You're
right?
a day trader.
I'm a day trader of 5 years.
Right. What does a day trader do?
I trade options. You know, stock market, trade options. I go to sleep at night. I'm disciplined.
Right.
I make my money.
Right.
I had a young lady involved. You know, I've
Okay.
been disciplined on my.
How much was this thing? 900 and.
It was 480 a ticket, but 960 in total for me
Okay,
and
that's the 960.
me and my
And
date.
you're suing him for fraud.
I don't know what other name to call it.
Okay, so what happened the day of the event?
So the dead event, first I get there.
Wait, can I just ask him a question? How many tickets did you sell for the event?
250.
You sold 250 tickets.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what's the capacity of the yacht?
250.
250. So the yacht, you sold right at capacity of the yacht then. You made some money.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you made your money. 250 tickets at $480 a ticket.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so what happened with the event?
Well, what happened at the event, this janky promoter put on an event. I got there 45 minutes early.
Okay,
to
with your
depart.
girl?
With my girl,
Okay.
with my lady that I've been seeing for a couple of months. This was an opportunity for me to really impress her. So after an hour,
Well, what's happening in that hour?
there's a line of people getting in, but the line keeps adding up. Like
Right.
more people keep
How long
coming.
did it take you to get onto the yacht?
About at least 2 hours
It took 2 hours to get on the yacht?
to get on the yacht.
What's that about?
Okay, let's talk tickets. Thunderbird says he sold 250 tickets, and the yacht's capacity was the same. But here's where things take a weird turn. Did those tickets actually get guests on the yacht, or was there a free-for-all? Erickson claims it took forever to board the yacht, and Thunderbird let in extra people without tickets. That's a serious red flag. How does a promoter allow this kind of chaos? Was it incompetence, or was something more shady going on?
Your
Please
Honor,
explain.
he was on the yacht. It wasn't. He didn't.
No. But did it take him 2 hours to get on the yacht?
No, Your Honor.
Why is he telling me it took him 2 hours?
He might be veering off course, but it's 2 hours. We were waiting. We were waiting to leave the dock.
Oh,
But-
for 2 hours you were waiting to leave the dock. Is that right?
Well, I mean, but it still took us over an hour to finally get on the
Okay,
yacht.
so now you told me 2. Now we're back to 1. It took an hour of loading up 250
yes, ma'am.
people.
I didn't account for my 45 minutes being there early.
Oh, okay.
I threw that in
Oh,
there. I
you
was-
threw in your early time.
Yes. So, yes, about
Okay,
an
so
hour.
but once you're on the yacht itself, what's the event like?
So once we're on the yacht, there is some food.
Right.
It's a little bit of some bubbly juice, some
Right.
courage juices on
Did
there.
it look good?
Did it
Was
what?
was it what you were expecting?
It
the
looked
food?
presentable. It looked very presentable. Now, it didn't look like it was a lot because by the time we got to that port where there was the food and
Right.
the drinks, like it
Right.
was already kind of slim.
Right.
And this is
They weren't replenishing the food?
No, there was barely enough refreshments by the time we got to really getting this inclusive, superb, elegant, as lavish memory
Right.
as this weasel says.
Wait, listen, we don't call names in here. Mr.
Did I say? I mean,
Funderburg.
Mr. Froderberg.
Funderburg.
His name is so Funderburg.
He's not used to decorum, Your Honor.
Right.
Decorum. I'm not used to decorum. I'm a day trader. Like
Okay, y'all want to go outside and talk and come back and let me know when you want to talk to me.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Okay.
So what about the food and drinks? Erickson paints a picture of a yacht with a buffet that ran out of food faster than you could say lavish memories. But here's the real kicker. The drinks, which were supposed to flow freely, were also in short supply. What kind of lavish event runs out of food and booze? Thunderbird's attempt at creating an extravagant experience fell short, way short. This is turning into a classic bait and switch.
Coming up on Supreme Justice.
How much did you pay the band?
10,000.
$10,000 wasn't enough for them to bring 50 people, but you let it happen.
I didn't want to stop them.
I
didn't
don't
want
believe you've been a promoter for 20 years.
And later,
I came back up to the West Hollywood office and found that the refrigerator was empty.
No snacks.
No snacks,
No drinks?
no drinks, nothing.
The cupboards were bare.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Cliff Erickson, who is suing Javal Funderburg for fraud.
So what happened? What went wrong in this thing?
Well, the crew had told us that it was about 250 was the capacity.
You knew that.
And we were over capacity because
Right.
the performers brought their entourage.
I mean, what was this entourage?
They're friends, family.
So they brought friends. I mean, but why would you let them bring friends?
I didn't want them to leave.
Wait. Stop now. There are people, you got to have a ticket to get through that door.
Facts.
Right? How did all these people make it past the door without tickets?
They came with the performers.
Well, remember,
but-
he said he sold 250
Yes,
tickets.
I know he did. You
So
knew you sold capacity, that you couldn't have anybody else on. As a matter of fact, you probably were over capacity with the band. Did you see all these people coming in without tickets?
Your Honor, I didn't really even know what was going on. Yes, it looked like a couple family reunions was going on.
Wow.
How many people was coming on this
Right.
aboard this yacht?
50?
There was about 50 extra people. That's a lot of people. And I'm sure that you paid to have this thing catered for $250, a bartender with a bar for $250. It was sufficient, I'm assuming, for what you were expecting on the boat. Did you ever think that these extra 50 people is a lot of people. Why didn't you stop it?
I didn't want to upset the performers. We were having issues with having over capacity. And I thought if I upset the performers and they leave, then this situation would get even.
Listen, Mr. Gongo Band. It's the 4 of you and it's not the 50 people behind. How much did you pay the band?
$10,000?
$10,000? $10,000 wasn't enough for them to bring 50 people.
Now, let's talk about the band. Thunderbird claims to have paid $10,000 for the band. But guess what? The performers brought along 50 extra guests who weren't even supposed to be on the yacht. This is getting messier by the minute. The extra guests, uninvited, ate up the food and drinks. And all the while, Thunderbird just let it happen.
But you let it happen.
I didn't want to stop them.
I don't believe you've been a promoter for 20 years. I believe this might have been your first ever event. I've never promoted an event, and I'd be darned if I paid a band to be there, that they gonna walk in there with 50 people just having a party, being the hostess of a party. In my house, when you're promoting, you are being a host of an event, and a gracious host would have said, I'm sorry, they don't come in. Band hasn't been paid yet. Band, you don't get paid. What about the cruise? The cruise was supposed to be a sunset cruise.
It was a party. It was you promoted it as a yacht party.
Talk to me. He promoted it as a party.
As a yacht party.
Right.
First of all, Your Honor, we never left the dock. I paid for a yacht party, not a dockside concert.
All right. It said you were going to cruise out and just watch the sunset.
Watch the sunset.
Did you take pictures of the sunset?
Well, we didn't get a chance to. This says on here, a professional photographer.
Right.
I didn't see him, but we were supposed to be out in the water to catch the sunset.
Right.
So that, me and my lady, we could...
Can grow closer.
Lavish memories is what it was called.
Right.
We can't memory without the picture.
Right.
So there was no picture.
That. So you wanted your money back.
For sure.
The $960.
$960.
And you thought that... What? Why don't you think you owe him the money?
Well, Your Honor, I let the performers perform. There was food, there was drinks.
Okay. Right. It was kind of food, kind of drinks. Did they run out of drinks too?
Oh yeah, drinks have ran out. Well, there was supposed to be a champagne toast that we never toasted.
I'm going to tell you something because I'm ready to rule here.
Your Honor,
I'm ready to rule. I believe you have the evidence and the elements to make a case for a breach of contract.
Yes.
But you didn't sue him for breach of contract. You sued him for fraud.
Well,
and the problem with a fraud suit is that fraud is what they call an intentional tort. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm not arguing with you. I argue with nobody. Okay? You sued him with an intentional tort claim.
But here's the problem for Erickson. He's not just accusing Thunderbird of being a bad promoter. He's calling it fraud. And fraud requires solid proof that Thunderbird intentionally deceived him. Judge Karen hits a hard truth. While the event was a disaster, fraud is a tough charge to prove. Erickson can't show that Thunderbird planned this from the start as a scam. The case for fraud starts to fall apart, and the courtroom is about to get serious.
Which is fraud. Fraud requires that you prove that he intended to defraud you at the time he sold you the ticket.
Okay.
That he never was going to give you what the ticket said. Okay. You can't prove that.
Well,
and I'm not going to waste any more of my time.
I promise I can.
Sir,
I promise I can.
Sir, I promise you can't because you won't. I'm ready to rule. I'm going to dismiss your claim without prejudice. Wow. And you have the option to bring another lawsuit against him for breach of contract.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure
I'm going to say this to you right now. He could probably win on a breach of contract. So if you want to save yourself some money, maybe y'all go outside after this and work this out. How about that? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That's your only option. I'm ready to rule. Case is dismissed without prejudice. Good luck to you.
All rise. Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed without prejudice.
It was an elegant victory after all.
He decided to make the performers come up instead of telling us so that we could still be held hostage on this yacht.
Coming up.
I want to know what happened to the snacks.
I noticed that the snacks were already halfway gone, so I grabbed the other half. They were free.
Right.
And I was thinking, well, since I can't recoup this money from working, I can't overwork myself.
You started stealing the snacks.
You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Jerry Thompson is suing Mark Ellis in the amount of $4,000. Mr. Thompson claims Mr. Ellis commandeered the free office snacks after he was denied a raise and then sold them.
Okay, yes, I read this case. Mr. Ellis, Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson, you're suing Mr. Ellis for $4,000, and Mr. Ellis, you're countersuing for $10,000. Why are we here?
Your Honor, I'm Jerry Thompson.
And just like that, Judge Karen makes a ruling. Fraud charges? Dismissed. But there's still a chance for Erickson to go after Thunderberg for breach of contract. This ruling is a reality check for anyone who thinks they can win a lawsuit based on hype and disappointment. Legal systems require evidence, not just a broken heart over a failed event.
And I'm one of the top insurance agents for Southern California.
Okay.
And I have offices in West Hollywood, and a second one I opened recently in Anaheim.
Okay.
As an employer, I try to create a comfortable environment for my staff as they're working. So I provide snacks, energy drinks for them to have in the break room at no charge to them.
Okay. So why are we here?
Well, when I was opening the Anaheim office, I was down in Anaheim every day for about a month. And so I came back up to the West Hollywood office and found that the refrigerator was empty.
No snacks?
No snacks.
No drinks?
No drinks, nothing.
The cupboards were bare?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
So what happened with the snacks?
So the thing about the snacks is I have to get to work early because I commute and I've noticed when I got to work early that the snacks were already halfway gone. Like by lunch, the snacks are gone. So somebody else was taking the snacks. So
right. How much are you paying a day? Is it every day you told me? Every day you're having them delivered?
I'm having them delivered every day, but I have a monthly contract with various vendors.
So what's the monthly rate?
I'm spending $4,000 a month on snacks.
$4,000 a month on snacks?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me deliver your snacks. I could do better than that.
Coming up.
You stole the snacks.
They're free.
No, they weren't free. They were not free. It's like an honor system thing.
You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Jerry Thompson, who is suing Mark Ellis for breach of contract.
Okay, so then what happened to the snacks?
Well, after I asked for a wage increase and asked to work remotely, I was informed that I should figure it out. So,
okay, and you said what? You emailed them or you talked to him?
Yes, ma'am. I have the emails and I asked him.
Did you receive an email?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and what was the nature of the email?
The nature of the email was Mr. Ellis was asking for a raise based on his performance for that first month. And
you mean after the very first month he was there?
After the first month, yes.
He was asking for a raise after the first month? You asking for a raise?
Yes, ma'am. Well, LA is expensive, and I saw that my commission wasn't what I'd like for the sales I'd be making.
Okay, what was the commission?
10%.
And you wanted what?
25 at least.
So he says, no, you've only been here 30 days. I'm not giving you an increase. Now what?
So
what happened to the snacks?
So as I said,
I want to know what happened to the snacks.
I noticed that the snacks were already halfway gone. Like
by the time you get there.
Beginning of the morning.
Right.
So I grabbed the other half. They were free.
Right.
And I was thinking, well, since I can't recoup this money from working, I can't overwork myself.
You started stealing the snacks.
Well, is that free? So stealing would be if there was a charge or if it's a store.
Right.
But I'm just grabbing my fair share, I feel like, due to it being free.
You thought that made up the 15% extra you needed in commission? These little $100 snacks?
Actually, the business of selling the snacks sort of made up for.
So you were selling the snacks?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so that's why you're suing him for $4,000. That he took the snacks?
Yes, just
and
to
he
be
sold the snacks.
In my defense, I didn't take all the snacks. I only took
No, you
maybe
just
half.
said you took whatever was left.
Yeah,
I
what was
heard
left
that.
after
Well,
the
that's
other
all the
people.
snacks that was left.
You're right.
Okay.
But that's less than half.
Right. And you justify this because the man wouldn't give you a raise after you had only been there for 30 days?
Judge Karen's verdict when Supreme Justice returns. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
So what's the countersuit for $10,000?
That's for the rest of my wages. I was supposed to be working for a year, but I was let
But he
go.
terminated the employment.
This had nothing to do with my duties as a worker for the insurance company. This was something more along the lines of company policy or personal, and
You stole the snacks.
they're free. I didn't steal.
You still no, they weren't free. They were not free. It's like an honor system thing. I mean, is that you're being provided this is you being provided coffee and everything else. It's sort of an honor system that we understand that these are for everybody. And I don't have a right to walk in and snatch them all, not even to just eat them, to make money off of them. To me, it was theft. So it's about what's the honorable thing to do. And it's really classless what you did. This man could have been a good mentor for you. You could have been where he is, giving your employees snacks. All right, I'm ready to rule judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $4,000. Good luck to you.
All rise.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $4,000.
And that's a wrap. What a roller coaster of a case. If you've learned something from this courtroom showdown, don't forget to hit that like button. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think got the better end of this deal? Make sure you share this video with your friends and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom moments. See you next time on Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.